Hey, it's hard to do solo, right? I haven't been practicing that. I'm singing through this little rolling cube. It's got a mic input, right? I heard TR playing that. All right. So I lied. But as you can see, the room is almost empty. You don't understand how hard it is to get a room emptied out that had as much stuff in it as this room had in it. All I've got in here is that Frank and Telly, which the only real Fender parts on it are the tuning keys and the pickups and the switch. And this Epiphone Les Paul Special, which is better than any Firefly, in my opinion. Mercy me, all things ain't what they used to be. Radiation underground. Oh, mercy, mercy me, all things ain't what they used to be. No, no, where did all the good times go? Wind that blows from north and south and east. Hey, what's going on? Yeah, what's going on? So, this is my 2022-2023, according to the serial number on the Fender Data guitar project. It was made in between 22 and 23 in Ensenada, Mexico, Ensalada, El Cerrito, what is it? Ensenada, Mexico. And I just watched a video talking about how Fender made the standard to rip people off, that the frets are like steak knives, and the trem system is garbage, and the pickups are garbage. You know, it takes all kinds, right? I beg to differ. I don't think any of it's garbage. I think it's an absolutely wonderful guitar. Most of you know we bought this in a matching jazz bass to go along with it, but I'm gonna move myself, so hold on just a second. Okay, cut me some slack for video quality. I'm playing through that amp and singing through that amp and recording through a desk USB mic, although it is a revelator, but it's not made for that. But anyway, it's and I haven't concentrated on the electric guitar in almost 2 years. Over 2 years, I've been playing nothing but acoustic. So, and you can see that all there is left in the room are some remnants of some clothes, my acoustic guitars, a couple of them back there, some cleaning products over there that are going to be used to clean the walls before they get painted. I got to take that cabinet down up there and move this cabinet out here and move a couple other cabinets out, and then we're ready to go. But I just watched a video where a guy made a video about this Fender Squire Mustang that he thought was the best thing Fender's making right now at the price point. And he kind of dogged on the Fender Standards, which are the Mexican guitars, which I believe are Fender's bread and butter, are the Mexican guitars. They're priced reasonable, even though they're going up now, and they've changed them again. So they keep redoing the Strat. How many times can you reinvent the wheel? But that's what they do. Gibson does the same thing with the Les Paul. They subtle little changes or whatever, different finishes, different. I mean, they do different things. They use different woods. They use different woods for the necks. They'll put different fretboards on them. They'll upgrade tuners and bridges and saddles and pickups, and they do all this stuff. But it's the same guitar, and it's relative to the market that they have to do these upgrades. And I believe the stuff does get better. Now, I'm going to touch on one thing. I made a point that I said that little Epiphone was better than any Firefly. You know why? That guitar has been around for years and years and years. And these Firefly and these E-Art and these Amazon guitars, they're the ones causing the problem. They're the ones that have flooded the frickin' market. And honestly, I don't know how Fender can even sell guitars right now. And how they can keep charging more for them. Who's buying them? Where are these people getting the money to buy these guitars? And with all the stuff that's on Amazon in the $200 range, let's say under $300, I can't imagine how Fender could sell a guitar other than to really, really serious guitar players and musicians. I don't know how. It boggles my mind. Especially the higher end stuff. Is every one of these $3, $4, $5,000 Fenders, $3, $4, $5, $6, $7,000 Gibsons, are they meant to sit in a glass case somewhere and never be touched and never be played? That's ridiculous. If
if I could buy the Gibson guitar that I want, the acoustic guitar, one of their acoustic guitars, you're looking at $4,500 at the ones that I'm looking at, or the ones that interest me, the one that I want to play. My brother did it. He spent big money on a really really expensive Taylor that's up in that $4,000 range, and he plays it. And I just wonder how he's gonna feel when he gets the first nick on it. But he already had to send it back to Taylor because he was convinced that there was a loose uh, brace in the guitar that was making a buzzing noise. So they said they fixed it. I don't know if he's still hearing it, but can you imagine spending that much money on a guitar and having a problem like that? Yeah, boy. Uh, I didn't hear it. I couldn't hear it. He said you had to be playing it, and you had to be playing it, and then you'd hear it. Uh, Now, if you've got a $200 guitar and it starts making a funny noise and buzzing, you fix it yourself, right? You just do it yourself. But when you spend that kind of money on a guitar, uh, I've never spent more than $2,000 on a guitar. Uh, that has been my upper echelon. If I ever do spend more than that, I'll have to cut loose with a bunch of guitars. I have to get rid of a lot of stuff, which might happen. Now that brings up another point. As I get things together and get everything set up in the other room, which this room will take priority in being redone and getting it ready so that we can have a place to keep our clothes and not have to trounce upstairs for everything. As I bring those guitars back in, I'm going to give each one of them a once over, and not on video, but I'm gonna clean them up and put new strings on them if they need them. But I'm going to do a review of each of the guitars. Uh, I don't know how many there are. I don't know how many. I don't know if I'll do like two or three in a video and make it a longer video, or if I'll just do one at a time in a short video. And a lot of these guitars I've already shown you, but I've never. Uh, Most people that watch me now probably haven't seen them, and you're not going to go back and find it. And I remember one time way back, I deleted like 1,200 videos off my channel, so a lot of those videos are probably gone. I'm not going to go back and look. But as I bring them in, I will do a show and tell with each one of those guitars. So there'll be that to look forward. Okay, I'm making progress. It's Saturday night. I got to play tomorrow. Got to play with the blues band at Austinburg Days, Country Days at Austinburg Park in Austinburg, Ohio. And we'll be playing from 5 to 7. So I will video record that and put some of that up onto YouTube. It's going to be the same songs that you've been seeing, but just in a different setting, and I'll probably play them a little bit different than I played them last time because that's the way that works. But and we'll see how that goes. So, all right, that's it. I stand by my Mexican standards. I love them. I've got three of them. I've got two Strats and a Telly that are the Mexican ones, and I've got a couple Mexican basses. And funny thing is that the Mexican bass guitars are more expensive than the guitars. In the ones that I bought anyway, in my experience, the bass guitars cost more than the Strats and the Tellies and stuff. And when you're dealing with a Mexican player series, standard series, say player, whatever. But all right, I know I said that last night was the last video in here, but maybe tonight, maybe not. I don't know. It all depends on when this computer gets torn down. And when the computer gets torn down, that's it. That's the final deal. It won't get put back up for a while. So I'll be doing everything. I'll have to do everything from my laptop or my iPhone. So, all right, that's it. Enjoy what's left of the weekend, and I'll see you all on the next one.